ओम आप्यायन्तु ममांगानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते मयि सन्तु ओम शांति शांति शांति. In the fourth Adhyaya chapter of Chandogya Upanishad, we were reading 15th section, and in the 15th section we had read all 5 mantras, but we are yet to read the commentary of the 5th slok mantra. Let us understand the context that the fires have taught Upakosala about their own Vidya and about self-knowledge also. That self-knowledge consists of describing the Saguna Brahma. All of them together had told him, Kam Brahma, Prana Brahma, and they have fully explained that to him. And then each Agni told some parts, and in that way he told something detailed about that very Saguna Vidya. Other fire told, third fire told, so they told all the details of the parts, and we saw that all that Shankar said that the main Agni and Surya, they are the subjects. And as subjects, they can consume, eat, enjoy everything else which is object. The other parts described, the secondary Agnis, because they are secondary, so they are objects. Reflected thing is always an object. Secondary thing is always an object. And all other Agni, this earth and this and that described by them, all are created things. So created things are necessarily objects. So in that way, they are told that the two Agni and Surya, original lights, subjects, and the whole world other than them is object. And they have told that this Brahman itself in Maya has become subjects and objects. So ultimately the whole thing is Brahman. And then they told him, who had told him the Swarupa, who had told him the parts, who had told him about ourselves. Now your Acharya will tell you Gati. Gati means how they go and where they go. How they go, the road, the way, and the goal. That both are called Gati, and that Acharya will tell you. That is up to 14th section, that was all the talk. So in the 15th, the Guru starts telling, in between Guru comes and all that he greeted, and he said that, I will tell you fundamental truth. And so he starts telling in the 15th section that the reality which is seen in your eye, that is the self, that is the Amrita, that is the immortality, that is the permanent bliss, that is fearlessness, that is Brahman. And he gives some example. If the water or ghee is put here, it does not touch him. So he told that the Brahman is beyond, transcendent. When eyes of which the simile is given, or the place where Atma functions, itself is transcendent, untouched. So Atma is really transcendent. So that is Brahman. Now there the question was raised, are the fires not Sarvajnas? Are the fires misleading him? Are the fires Alpajnas? They do not know, they are ignorant. Now here, please imagine, in the modern days, I told you from the beginning that somebody's duty is to worship in the temple. In those days, fire itself was worship. Nowadays, we worship some deity. Now, is that deity ignorant? Will that deity mislead him? Impossible. He is so much devoted to that deity. He is so much devoted to fire. So, that was the question raised. And the answer given was, no, no, no. The Acharya must, first of all, tell the nature of the thing. And that nature is just experience of that nature, anuvada iti. He only is putting in words what is to be experienced. What the Acharya is experiencing, what you have to experience, that he is putting in words. And everything connected with that, he must tell. That is the method. Even so, when they said he will tell you Gati, it implied that he will tell you the real nature and then the Gati. So in that way that objection was removed. And then Acharya told, for that upasana, you require names and mantra, and so Sanyad Vama is one name, Vamani is another name, Bhamani is another name, and as it is upasana, he told some subsidiary fruits of these also. Now we come to the fifth mantra. That is the something very special about this man who has earned Brahmaloka. Atha, we read it again. Atha yadu yad u cha eva asmin shavyam kurvanti yadi cha na archisham eva abhisambhavanti archisho aha arra apuryamana paksham apuryamana pakshat yan shad udang eti masan tan masebhyam samvatsaram samvatsarat adityam adityat chandramasam chandramaso vidyutam tat purusho amanava sa enan brahma gamayati eva devapatho brahmapatha etena pratipadyamanam imam manavam avartam na vartante na vartante. So, meaning shavyam. Shavyam is the called anteshti kriya, the last rite to be performed. After a man's death, even for that corpse, there is a ritual. And that ritual is a part of Hindu sanskaras. So, normal practice is that whenever a person dies, the last rites are done. And only when the last rites are done, he can reap the fruit of all the karmas which he has done in life. That is the normal pattern. But now, this vidya, this knowledge, this upasana has empowered him to go to Brahmalok. And going to Brahmalok cannot depend upon, should not depend upon any ritual done to the corpse. He is already on the way to Brahmaloka. So, Shavyam Atha Yad U Chaiva Cha Eva Asmin, in this man. Shavyam Kurvanti, they do the last ritual. Yadi Cha Na, or they do not do. He will go his own way. And that way is described. Archisham Eva Abhisambhavanti. Light, light. Light only he will go. He will be born in light. That means he will reach the light loka. From light, he will go to day. Shankar will explain that all these time, names of different types of times are nothing but the devatas connected with those times. There are gods controlling every particle of time. So it is talking of the devatas. It does not talk of the time, but of the devatas controlling that time. So he will go to devata which controls light. Then from there he will go to devata controlling the day. From the day, devata controlling the day, he will go to the bright fortnight of the moon. You know, the moon has 2 fortnights. In the first one, from 0, the moon gets more and more light until it becomes full. That is called the white or light fortnight. And then other fortnight is moon wanes and comes from full to 0. So that is the dark fortnight. So here he says from the day fortnight he goes to from the day devata he goes to the fortnight devata. From the fortnight devata he goes to those 6 months in which the sun travels north. In India, in those north countries in the northern hemisphere, we see sun goes north. The very sunrise is not exactly to the east, but from south of east, it goes to the north of east. South of east to the north of east. So for us, it travels north. And that north travel is the 6 months where the Jiva Sadhak goes from bright fortnight, he goes to those 6 months where the sun is traveling north. Apuremana Pakshat Yan Shad Udang Iti. Those 6 where it goes north. Masan, those months where the sun goes north. Tan Masebhya, from the deity connected with the northern going sun, Samvatsaram, the deity connected with the whole year. The deity connected with the whole year, he goes from the northern deity, Samvatsarat Adityam, from the full year, deity connected with the full year, they go to the deity in the sun. Aditya Chandramasam, from the sun, he goes to the deity of the moon. Chandramaso Vidyutam, from the deity of the moon, he goes to the deity of the lightning. There now. There with he stays with the deity of the lightning. There one non-human being, divine being, comes and holds him and takes him to Brahmaloka. Vidutam tat purusho amanava sa enan brahma gamayati. From there, amanava purusha, a non-man, a divine being, takes him to Brahma Gamayati. Brahma here stands for Brahmaloka. So he takes him to Brahman, he takes him to the Brahmaloka. That means he reaches Brahmaloka and imam etena pratipadyamana esh gamayati eva. Definitely he takes him to Brahman. Eva deva patho. This is called the way of the gods. It is also called the way of the Brahman. The person who goes by this route does not come back to this human loka, manavam lokam, navartante, does not return to. Navartante is told twice because the topic is completed here. Now we see the commentary. अथ इदानीं यथोक्त ब्रह्मविदो गतिरुच्यते. Now that man of Brahma knowledge or Brahma upasana, Saguna Brahma upasana, his movement is being told. His way and his goal is being described. Yat yadi u chaiva asmin evam vidhi. All this asmin means this man who knows. Shavyam, shavakarmam. Shavyam means shavakarmam, the ritual to be done with the corpse. Mrute kurvanti, after he dies, generally it is done. Yadi channa, for him it may not be done. Ritvija, the priest who do this. Sarvathapi, evam vittena, shavakarmana, akrutenapi, pratibaddo na. So, whether in the absence of such last ritual work done for the corpse, he is not hindered, he is not stopped, pratibaddo na brahma papnoti. So, he does not get Brahman, that obstruction does not stand. Nacha krutena shavakarmana asya kashchana abhyadiko loka. If you do not do, he is not stopped from going to Brahmaloka. And if you do, that does not add him to take some other loka, higher loka. So whether you do or not is nothing for him. He is definitely reaching that definite goal of Brahmaloka. Na karmana vardate no kaniya niti shrutyantara. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad tells karma does not give a higher effect. Bad karma does not give him a lower effect once he has earned Brahmaloka. Shavakarmani anadaram darshan vidyam stauti. The showing disrespect to the last rite actually is meant for praising the vidya. Praising is knowledge. Na puna shavakarma evam vido na kartavyamiti. Please, Shankar says, don't take it that for such a person we should not do the last rite. You do the last rite. But from his point of view, he has gone where he wants to go, what he has earned. So this statement of the Shruti is only to tell the power of that Vidya, not to tell you that don't do the karma done with the corpse for such a person. अक्रियमाणे हि शवकर्मणि कर्मणां फलारंभे प्रतिबंध कश्चिदनुमीयते अन्यत्र. In other cases, people imagine that if you do not do the ritual to be dealt with the corpse, then he will not be able to get the entry into that result. Anyatra, in other cases, yato yah vidya phalarambha kale. So here in this case, the vidya is going to give him result. That start of the result is not obstructed. Shavakarma syad va nacha iti. Whether the ritual done with the corpse is done or not. Here the entry, the start of the result, because it is going from year to year to year. So that very start of the path is normally expected to be obstructed in other cases, but a man of knowledge, his path cannot be obstructed in the very beginning. Apratibandhena phalarambham darshayati. So this statement is showing without obstruction the result has started for such a man. Result starts for such a man. Ye sukha akasham akshistam sanyadvamo vamani bhamani iti evam gunamupasate. It is for whom? One who knows that the self is within his eyes and he does worship with the names Sanyadvama, Vamani and Bhamani. With these qualities he is doing upasana. For him we are talking. Prana Sahitam Agni Vidyam cha. Prana Brahma was told. The Agni Vidya was told. So all this one who has attained, one who has combined all these and is doing upasana, for him this is the statement. Tesham anyat karma bhavatu mahava. For him, other works like corpse work, any other work may be done, may not be done, does not matter. Sarvathapi te archisham eva abhisambhavanti. In any other case, in all cases, he is going definitely to the deity of the light. Here Shankar explains, Archisham eva abhisambhavanti. Archir abhimanini devatam abhisambhavanti pratipadyante ityartha. Archi means deity of the Archi. Sambhavanti means pratipadyante. He reaches. He is born there means he reaches that. He obtains that. He gets that. Archisho, Archi devataya ahara abhimaninim devatam. So from Archi, from light, means from the God of the light. Day means the God of the day. Devatam, Arra, Apurimana Paksham, Shukla Paksha Devatam. From day, deity of the day, to the bright fortnight, means the white fortnight deity. Apurimana Pakshad, Yan Shanmasan Udang Uttaram Dishameti Savita Tan Masan Uttarayana Devatam Yabhyo. So, from bright fortnight God to those 6 months God who, where the sun goes north. Savita. Tan Masan. Those 6 months are means Uttarayana Devatam, the god of the Uttarayana, northern going sun deity. Tebhyo Masebhya Samvatsaram Samvatsara Devatam. From those months God to year means year Devata, Tata Samvatsarad Adityam, from that full year to sun itself, from sun Chandramasau, moon Chandramasau Vidyutam, from moon he goes to the lightning fortnight, lightning Devata. Tat Tatra Sthan. So when the worshipper or sadhak has reached there, then Kashit, somebody, Brahmalokat, eti manavo. So from Brahmaloka, some man comes for him. Manavyam srushto bhavo manavo, no manavo, amanava. So from there, not man, amanav, non-man comes. So Shankar explains what is this non-man. When one is born in this Manushya Loka, he is called a man. When one is not born in this Manushya Loka, he is called non-man. So Purusha, that being which is a non-man, is non, this sadhaka Brahma, arthat Satyalokastam. Brahman which is occupying the Satyaloka. Brahmaloka, Satyaloka, same meaning. So that Brahman means there where Satyalokastam, Enan Brahma, Satyalokastam, Brahma of the Satyaloka Gamayati, he makes this man reach there. Gantru Gantavya, Gamaytrutavya Vapadesha. Sanmatra Brahma Praptautad Anupapatte. Hey, Satyalokastam Brahma, this is definitely that Satyaloka Vala Brahma, because going, goer, gone, the goer, the place of reaching, and somebody making him reach that. When this description is there, it cannot be about the reality one without a second. So it is not that Brahma. Sanmatra Brahma Prapta Utad Anupapatte. Hey, if he is going to Brahman which is only reality, then this is not logical, going and all that. Brahmaiva san Brahma petiti tatra vaktum nyayam. About that Brahman, what should be correct or logical is, he becomes Brahman and reaches Brahman. He himself attains Brahman, reaches Brahman, becomes Brahman, and so he reaches Brahman. That should be the statement there, not going and coming like that. Sarva Veda Nirasena Sanmatra Pratipatti Vakshati. So, Sanmatra Pratipatti, obtaining, realizing, knowing only reality only without a second, is without is by destroying all differences. Sarva Veda Nirasena Sanmatra Pratipatti Vakshanti. That will be told later on in the 6th, 7th, 8th chapters. Nacha adrushto marga agamanaya upadishyate. There is another Shruti statement, when that Paramatman is not known, then that Fireside said, we protect him, so that protection without knowing him does not occur. It is told in some other Shruti. Now what Shruti? The editors have not found out. Shruti Smriti Puranam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. So Shankar knows many Shrutis which the editors, commentators, others have not found out. Esha Devapatha, this is called way of the gods. Devai Archiradivir Gamaitruttvena Adhikritaihi Upalakshitaha. So this is called Devapatha because it is indicated by those who are going by the light northern path. Pantha Devapatha Uchyate. So this road is called Devayana, Deva Marga, where it is going, but all through light, it is going. That is called Devapatha. Brahmagantavyam tena cha upalakshita iti Brahmapatha. It is also called Brahmapatha because he is reaching Brahma, the Saguna Brahma. Etena pratipadyamana gachanto. Those who are going by this path, pratipadyamana means going. Brahma imam manavam manu sambandhinam mano srishti lakshanam. Manavam means connected with Manu. That means Manu's srishti. That is called Manava. Manavam means connected with Manu. Manu's creation. That is the meaning of Manava. Now Vartante does not come back. Now what is the meaning of does not come back or rotate? Asmin janana marana prabandha chakrarudha gati yantravat punah punariti avarta tam na pratipadyante. Yes, in the Ferris wheel, they move round and round and round. Or the Ghati Yantra, where the water or sand drops from above to below, then again it is reverted and again below. Not like that. So that type of rotation is not there for this man. Either like the Ferris wheel or like the Ghati Yantra, that type of rotation coming and going again and again is not for this man. Navartante iti dvirukti safalaya vidyaya parisamapti pradarshanaartha safalaya vidyaya. So that upasana along with its result has been completely told, so that word is repeated. That is like a full stop or two vertical lines or para ending, because that both that result and the motion both have been completed here. So in that way we complete the 15th section. Now 16th section is a little different. Little, I would say, subsidiary. Because all this, Shankar has introduced it, giving 4 reasons for it. Rahasya prakarane prasangad. Rahasya means upasana, secret, subtle upasana. So because it is included in the subtle upasana, the Brahma Vidya will be told in the next chapter. No, in the 6th chapter Brahma Vidya will come. So this is continuation of the upasana, neither karma nor jnana, upasana, because it is a part of upasana, first reason. Aranyakatva Samanyacha, and because it is Brihadaranyaka. So, Aranyaka is both in the Upasanas mainly. So, because it is being part of Aranyaka to be done in forest. That means not external ritual, but mental upasanas again. Now, these two reasons, another reason, yadne kshata utpanne vyarutaya prayashchittartha vidatavyaha. Now, some fault may come during yajna. So, a little different topic, as I said. Kshata, fault, hole, has come in a ritual, yajna. Vyarutaya. Then prayashchittartha. One has to take self-punishment. And for that self-punishment, vyarutaya vidatavya. Vyaruti is bhur swaha mahajanatapa satyam are short letters giving very different big meaning. This is called vyaruti. Vyaruti means small letters giving very different big meanings. That is called vyaruti. So, for repentance, vyarutis are to be told, and that is third reason. Tad avidnyasya cha rutvijo brahmano maunamiti, and one who knows that well is called Brahma priest. That Brahma priest has to keep silence. He has only to observe, not to speak. For that reason, 4 reasons. Iti ata idam arabhyate. For that, this 16th section has been started. 4 reasons. Upasana Prakaran, Aranyaka Prakaran, Prayashchitta Prakaran, and the chief priest Brahma has to keep quiet. For that reason, this section is begun. Okay? Eshaha vai yajno yo ayam pavate, eshaha yan idam sarvam punati, yad esha yan idam sarvam punati, tasmad esha eva yajnaha, tasya manascha vakcha vartani. This one who moves, that is wind. This one who moves is the yajna. He moves and purifies. When he moves, it purifies everything. Vayu. It removes the dirt, purifies everything. Yad esha, one who is like that, idam sarvam punati, purifies everything. Tasmad esha eva yajna. So really that is the yajna. When it purifies everything, yajna has to purify. This which moves purifies everything. So this is really yajna. Tasya manasya vakya vartani. Now it has a double way. Mind is a part of his way. Vani is a part of its way. Okay? Like that it will go. Whether we read it or not, it is going outside our pale. But we can read a little of the ritual part. Because something special is being told here about their Brahma priest. Tayo anyataram manasa sanskaroति brahma vacha hota advaryurudgata anyataran sa yatra upakrute pratarannuvake pura paridhaniyaya brahma vyavadati. Brahma has to supervise, purify by supervision, by his mind. Mentally, he has to supervise. Hota, the priest who puts ahuti, vacha, he has to do it by vani. Advaryur udgata, hota advaryur udgata, anyataram. So, by different way, which is by vak, all the three others. All the three others, one has to put ahuti by mantra, one has to praise gods by another type of mantra, one has to sing songs by another type of knowledge of the Vedas, so they have to do by some other way. प्रातर अनुवाक्य पुरा परिधानीयाया ब्रह्मा व्यवदति. Now, once the morning praise is started, some other richa is sung. Before that, Brahma should not speak. That is the rule. If Brahma is even the chief priest, if before that Brahma speaks, then he purifies only the part, only that vani, that mental supervision he loses. If Brahma in between speaks, then he loses the mental supervision. He adds only to the vani purification. And then the mental purification is lost. The whole yajna is lost. Then, if the mental purification is lost, as we just read it, if a lame man walks only on one leg, he is lost. If the chariot moves only on one wheel, it is lost. In that way, if only one purification is done, then the whole yajna is lost. Then the performance of yajna also will be lost. He is performing yajna, but he is adding to his sins because it is being wrongly done. So, all this is about the duty of the Brahma priest, which he has to silently observe only by his mind, and he has to rectify only by his mental supervision. He should not talk. At least he should not talk before some other mantras are recited. So if he loses his way, so that is the type of thing described in the 16th section. We read the second mantra, but we explained the third also. Anyataram eva vartanim sanskaroti iyate anyatara sa yatha eka padavrajan अथवा एकेन चक्रेण वर्तमानो ऋष्यति एवमस्य यज्ञो ऋष्यति यज्ञमृष्यन्तं यजमानो अनुऋष्यति स इष्ट्वा पापीयान् भवति. We explained this. Now we need not read the commentary here. अथ यत्र उपाकृते प्रातर अनुवाके न पुरा परिधानीयाया ब्रह्मा व्यवदति व्यवदत् उभे एव वर्तनी संस्कुर्वन्ति न हीयते अन्यतराम. So where that special mantra, before that special mantra is uttered, he does not speak. He keeps quiet. Then mentally he is rectifying both the ways, vani and mind. Even Brahma should not speak. Then none of the paths are destroyed. Then a man walking on both legs, a chariot going by both the wheels. Remember, chariot was not four-wheel chariot, two-wheel chariot. So when the chariot moves on both the wheels, and that succeeds. Like that, his yajna is established. So, ubhay pada vrajan ratho va uvabhyam chakrabhyam vartamana प्रतिष्ठति एवं अस्य यज्ञ प्रतिष्ठति यज्ञं प्रतिष्ठन्तं यजमानो अनुप्रतिष्ठति. So when the yajna is successful, the performer also is successful. So ishtva shreyan bhavati. By completing that yajna, he gets beneficial results, meritorious results, like that. Okay? So we need not read the commentary here, it is clear. So we complete the fourth, 17th khanda. Oh, one more khanda is there. 17th khanda. 17th khanda. One more khanda is there. प्रजापतिर लोकान अनभ्यतपत तेषां तप्यमानानां रसान् प्रावृरत् अग्निं पृथिव्या वायुमंतरिक्षात् आदित्यं दिवः. Enough, I mean. Time is there. Should we complete it? Oh, they were told 4 reasons. So that penance, Vyaruti is being told here. That does not complete, that was told. But if fault is done, then penance has to be done through Vyaruti Yajna. That is being described in this 17th chapter. We can postpone it. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I may not be here, but class will go on from wherever I am. Next Wednesday. Okay? Please, we stop here. That 17th section, we shall keep it for the next Wednesday, and if time permits, we can pass on to the 5th chapter. After completing, Om Apyayantu mamangani vakpranaschakshushrotramatho balam indriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahmopanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarot अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणम में अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते मयि संतु ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम तत्सत. श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु.